Hello, Collective. Welcome to my channel. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. I hope that you are all well blessed and highly favored. If you would like to plant a seed or leave a donation, you can do that on my Cash App or my PayPal. That on any of my channels. If you need any help with your personal life, you can email me at cardinastephanie213@gmail.com. For those of you that don't know me, welcome. My name is Stephanie Cardenas. I'm a high priestess, a prophetess, a light being, an angelic being here to help humanity and here to help to create heaven on earth. Okay. Um, Make sure you go check out my Facebook, my TikTok, my Instagram. Like, share, subscribe over there. I do have a worldwide group on Facebook that I'm able to touch the entire planet, humanity as a whole. Okay, if you're interested in that group, please send me a request. I will look it over and see if it's a good fit for you, me, and the group. Always have a pen and paper when you come to this channel. There will be messages and different things that you will need to research uh, and look up for yourselves, okay? Because I only have so much time to do what I need to do. I thank all of you for being here. Like I had said previously in the last couple of weeks, I will be putting something together. It will be just randomly when I put something together. And whoever wins will win, okay? For those that are supporting my channel and those that are being here and allowing me to be a messenger of light, okay? That will be a special gift from me to all of you. So just make sure you're watching and paying attention to these videos because it'll be like a random day that I'll just do that, all right? So this video is going to be strictly about the downloads that I got today, okay? These are some more downloads that I got today. So this could relate to you. This could relate to someone you know. This could relate to humanity. This could relate to your city, state, country, to your family, to your friend's family, to anybody, okay, that is meant to be for. It could be for the collective. It could be for the medium, psychics, reader, the chosen ones, the 144,000 high priestess, prophetess. This could be for karmics. This could be for your family. So just pay attention, okay? If your intuition tells you something and you start thinking about something and you put something together, then you know it's something pertaining to something about you or somebody you know, okay? So let's get started, all right? Where did I begin? So what I got was someone is trying to do something with the USA Trust Bank, all right? They've been messing with somebody's account in the USA Trust Bank, all right? And whoever these individuals are, they were like declined a couple times, all right? Like up to 9 times, all right? They're trying to get into somebody's bank account in the USA Trust Bank. They're trying to, they may have already gotten into somebody's bank account. There could be something going on specifically with the USA Trust Bank account that will be exposed, okay? So it's definitely something occurring with the USA Trust Bank account. Okay, I mean with the bank or someone's account in within that bank or the bank itself. All right. It says, and then I was getting something about the big banks, okay, stealing money from people. All right. That's going to come out. You're going to see later in the future, there's going to be information that's going to come out about big banks and them stealing money. All right, and then big bank owners being involved with illegal acts like sex trafficking, different type of transactions that are being made, and laws being broken, okay, because of these individuals that own these big banks. All right, I'm talking about the owners, people that work for the bank, owners doing illegal acts, okay. That's going to come out in the near future. A name that came out was Chris. Okay, you could be Chris, you could know a Chris, you could be attached to Chris. Chris could be an enemy or a karmic. All right, the last name Graham came out. Your last name could be Graham. Someone you're attached to could be Graham. Graham could be an enemy or a karmic. Graham. Okay, it says Somebody's car is going to catch on fire. It's going to be like an accident. The car is going to catch on fire, okay? So somebody's car is going to catch on fire, all right? Um the universe wants to make sure we are all fully following our orders. So this right here specifically is for the 144,000, the starseeds, light workers, angelic beings, and chosen one. The universe specifically is saying they want to make sure that we are fulfilling our orders that are given to us by the universe and the divine. So make sure that you are fulfilling your orders, what your contract, what you came here to do. That is very important. Okay, that you are doing what you came here to do, that you're fulfilling your part of the contract, following the orders of the universe and the divine. Okay, the way that they were given to you. And they just said, and they know many people, they are not. You are accountable. For the ones that are not doing it and using their gifts for bad and doing bad to people, you're accountable for that. They want you to know that, okay? It says a witness is going to expose. There's some court cases going on, all right? There's some type of cases going on. And there's going to be some witnesses that are going to come forth and they're going to expose information about phone calls, about people's phone being hacked. So there's going to be some witnesses that are going to come forth and they're going to expose phone calls being made and different phones being hacked. Okay, they're going to expose who was involved, who paid who was the one hacking, how many people were involved. It's going to come out. A witness is going to give out all that information. Right now they want you to know that the stocks are not going to be lowering just yet. They're going to get bad later, but not right now. The stocks are not lowering right now. Some of you need to listen to your intuition. If it's meant for you to grab that money and get it out of wherever it's at, you better do it. If you feel like you need to leave it, like your intuition saying, no, leave it there until, till further notice, until your angels and ancestors tell you to pull out, then do that. But right now, as of this very moment, the stocks are not lowering or going to get bad right now. Okay? They're not saying that's not going to happen in the future, but it could happen in the future. But right now, So make a decision whether you should leave your money in certain stocks and bonds or remove them, okay? It says someone is trying to sue. So you got some people out here that are trying to find reasons to sue. They could be trying to find reasons to sue me, to sue you, to make any type of problems for people. You got karmics and different people out here trying to find any little thing to sue individuals because they are getting caught, because they are being exposed. It's like when you're a little kid and you're 5 years old and you're like, I'm going to tattle on you. No, I'm going to tattle on you. And it's like little kid shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, you exposed me for this. Now I'm going to find any little thing to sue you and expose you. Okay? Because they're hurt, because they don't want to work on their childhood wounding, because they don't want to grow, because they don't want to go through the dark night of the soul like the rest of us. They don't want to grow in a sense. So now they're trying to find any little thing to sue. There's actual lawyer and a karmic trying to find any little thing, or family trying to find any little thing to try to sue a chosen one, a starseed, a light worker, an angelic being. So be careful, okay? Either way, you're protected, especially if you're chosen. We're very highly protected. All right. It says court cases are going on. There's a lot of, like I just said, there's a lot of court cases going on. It could be pertaining to you. It could be pertaining to me. It could be pertaining to someone we know. It could be pertaining to a karmic. Quiet. That was me. Be quiet. Go lay down. Go lay down. So that's my dogs. I was trying to shut the birds up because I'm trying to do this video. And they heard that noise. You see how fast they come? They don't play, honey. So it's a lot of court cases going on. Both parties are going in very hard, all right? So what it says, going in at each other very hard. So go lay down, Sparky. So there's a lot of people like that. are in court cases, and both sides are like really going at each other right now. Okay, so if this pertains to anybody and you know there's court cases going on about you or any situations, both parties are going in very hard. Go lay down. Thank you very much. So and then it's saying I was getting the download from the things I was overviewing was yoga. Many of you need to know, a lot of us here could have cancer, or you could know somebody with cancer. Yoga, they were saying yoga could really help cancer a lot and illness. So if you are sick with cancer or any illness, doing meditation and yoga people don't believe it, but it could actually cure you and help you in many ways. Okay, so make sure if you're sick, if you have cancer, if you know anybody with cancer, that they're doing yoga on a regular basis. Okay, guys, collective viewers, it says something about Cuba. All right, there's something about a Cuban trial that went on in 2013 that's going to be exposed. Something was crooked about it. Something that happened with the Cuban trial in 2013, something about that trial is going to be exposed because something illegal went on with that trial. Okay, something was not right that went down with that specific trial. It says 144,000 chosen beings know your competition. So the download I was receiving is for the 144,000 chosen beings, the light worker, star seeds, angelic beings. They want you to know right now, as you are in this spiritual battle, as we are in this spiritual battle, that we must know our competition. Okay, know who they are, know how they work, know how they think. You know, actually see yourself in that person's body. Okay, picture how they are, because that's how you're going to overpower the enemy. Okay, by knowing and studying and researching your enemies up and down. Okay, which are the karmics, demonic beings, the devil and his little heathens. Okay, it says, and that could be many people. That could be family, friends, lovers, ex-lovers. It could be neighbors, co-workers. It could be government officials. It could be lawyers, judges, actors, musicians, all people you don't even know. Okay, and a lot of people you do know. They just said, okay, so make sure you know who your competition is. Okay, my 144,000 and any other person that's watching this. All right, if you know that there's somebody that you feel that doesn't like you, that's hating on you or whatever, you need to know that person. Okay, it says many companies are going to be in the news. So there's going to be many big companies that are going to be coming out and that are going to be exposed. Okay, it's going to be coming. It's going to be in the news. You're going to see big companies. They're going to be being exposed for doing illegal things, for being involved in illegal things. All right, and they're going to be exposed. Okay, they want many of you to know that are chosen that we are meant to be big leaders. All right, we're meant to lead humanity. Okay, do not forget that that's what we are here to do. We're meant to lead humanity. Many of us will have big roles. Okay, we will be leading others. All right, there will be people, for instance, if we're meant to go worldwide, country to country, state to state, you're going to be the leader. All right, there's going to be many your soul family, the ones that are meant to be with you on your team, like volunteers, different people that God's going to assign to you. Okay, but you're going to need to learn how to be the leader. You should be learning that already. All right, especially if you know that you're already a part of the 144,000. The Girl Scouts came out, and I got a download, like, the divine was reminding me, like, when you were little, Stephanie, you were involved in brownies, Girl Scouts, gymnastics, ballet, volunteering at hospitals, volunteering, working in the summer with the kids at the school districts. You know how all those things that we did when we were young all the way to however old we are right now was preparing us to be the chosen beings that we are, to be able to be the leaders, the starseeds, the light workers, the angelic beings, to be able to help humanity. So many of us need to remember a lot of things that we learned as we were growing up. It could be Girl Scouts, it could be Brownies, Boy Scouts, different things like that. Different things that you did, like me. Like I said, I was always volunteering. My mother always had me volunteering in the school districts, working with kids, because that is one of my callings, is to work with children and to work with the elderly, okay? So it all goes together. That's what they're wanting you to know, okay? Something is going to go down in October 3rd, October 9th, and October 30th. That's why I tell you guys to always have pen and paper, so you could always be keeping up with this information, doing research, looking it up. Something's going to happen this year, October 3rd, October 9th, and October 30th. All right? Something's going to be happening with the military. I don't know but something's gonna go down with the military, whether it's our military or somebody else's military. But something is going to happen with the military. All right. A lot of us that are of the 144,000 that are starseeds, light worker, angelic beings, we are going to be the universe, the divine, the angels and the elders. They're going to be placing us in places of disaster. Places where people may not have a lot of medical care, may not have a lot of food, may not have good schooling, may not have good morals, good ethics, may not have, a good structure. And they're going to put us there to be able to help these countries, these cities, these towns, these states, these farmlands, wherever, these villages, the jungle, wherever they put us. And that's what we're going to have to do, to bring structure, to help them, to bring everything that we have learned in our lives, the wisdom that we have learned, and turn it into knowledge and be able to help the rest of humanity. Okay? Viewers and the 144,000, that's who I'm speaking to, okay? Something's going to be exposed about the musician Offset. They gave me that. I know something already came out, but there's going to be something that's going to happen with the musician Offset, okay? I'm not really sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but they gave me his name, and something's going to be exposed about the musician Offset. It's going to be something pertaining to, it could be him and his relationships, or what he's doing outside of his relationship, because it went on to talk, like they were showing me like him, visiting certain individuals, traveling to certain places to meet with someone in person. All right, so there's going to be something that will be exposed about our musician Offset, okay, that for whatever reason they wanted that was coming out, okay? It says there's a leader being offered a position. So some of you that are of the 144,000, you could be chosen, all right? It could be me, it could be you, it could be many of us. There's going to be a position that's going to be offered. You're going to need to listen to your intuition if that is, and clarify with the divine, your angels and ancestors, if that's the position that you're needing to take. But anytime now, a leader is going to be given a position that is chosen, one of the 144,000. It could be a few of you, it could be one of you, but be ready, because something's going to be coming for somebody or someone's, okay? Someone is pregnant and doesn't know. Some of you could be pregnant and you don't even know, and you're going to find out. Okay, you could start feeling sick, you could start feeling weak, you don't know, but you're going to find out. It's going to surprise you. Okay, something's going to happen in North America, and what I got with North America is they're going to be exposed for a lot of telephone scams in the USA. A lot of telephone scams are coming from North America. Okay, That's what I got. North America telephone scams. It's going to come out and be exposed. Um, um, some of you, you're going to realize that you're here. Okay, you're chosen. You're one of the 144,000, and your job is to speak to the dead and help lost souls to cross over to the other side. So that could be mediums, psychics, readers. Okay, those like myself. I socialize with the dead and the living, but I haven't quite got to that part where they are showing their whole selves to me. I see them in glances and passing all the time through my house, but many people's loved ones and different people are going to come to some of us that are gifted, and we're going to have to help them to pass over. Usually when there are souls still here, they don't realize they're dead, for one. For two, there's something that they need to express to somebody they love before they leave. Okay? So that's for some of you, okay? And not only that, you're also going to help to solve some cases. Okay? These dead individuals, they're going to give you some information, and it's going to solve some cases for humanity. Why people died, if they were killed, murdered, or kidnapped, or if a family member killed, different things. It could be a variety of things. Okay? Um, uh, I've been getting a lot of downloads like for the last month or two. Texas, Houston, Texas, Dallas, Texas. So for sure, a lot of exposure is going to come out about Texas. And what I was feeling is like it's a lot of bad things happening there. And we already know, like they showed on the news, they with the people with them taking all the people to Chicago, but there's a lot of things going on in Texas, all right, that's dark. That's why there's a lot of flooding. That's why the water's there. That's why the storms are coming. That's why a lot of things are happening in Texas, because there's a lot of dark things being done in that big state and many of the cities in that state, okay? But it's going to be exposed. Something information is going to come out about the blood banks, okay? What they really do with the blood, all right? Yes, they do give blood transfusions and stuff like that, but a lot of that blood, there's other things being done with it that none of us know about, and it's going to be exposed. Whether they're feeding it to to vampires or to whoever they're feeding it to, something's going to be exposed about the blood banks and what they've really been doing with that blood. Okay? Prepare for disaster to come. There's like I said, with Texas, with Texas, with Dallas, with Puerto Rico, with the hurricanes, with the Dominican Republic, with other countries, there's all type of landslides, hurricanes, there's all type of things happening right now. If I don't even watch the news, but the little time I've been watching it, I'm seeing like all type of stuff happening worldwide at the same time. And all these disasters are happening because of all the bad that has been done in this world, on this planet, okay? It's the way that it was meant to be ordained. A lot of you're going to be getting deja vu. So pay attention to your deja vus, what you're seeing, okay? You're going to be given a lot of deja vus, like things that you saw yourself in a place before, and you're trying to figure out what it is. It's deja vus. You need to put the story and the pieces together. But something about the deja vu water too. I don't know if they're putting certain chemicals or bad things in that water, or something about the deja vu water. But pay attention. Something's gonna happen with the deja vu water with the people that own that. All right. Like I was saying about solving mysteries, Biggie's name came out, okay? The musician Biggie. So something pertaining to Biggie, it could be good, it could be bad. Something will come out, be exposed about Biggie, okay? preparing for events, budget. A lot of you, you're going to be big leaders, okay? You're going to be in charge of others. So you're going to be needing to learn how to prepare for events, venues, learn how to budget, learn how to have potential, sponsorship, marketing, planning, action, what items, what tools you're going to use. But you're going to have to learn how to be a multitask, okay? Learning how to do many things. And they just said, and it'll save you a lot of money as well, okay? So learn how to be an entrepreneur, to be able to do many things at once. That's what leaders do, okay? Many wealthy people hide their many sins by, this was another download. Many wealthy people are hiding their sins and trying to make themselves look good by donating to different charities, and they're going to be exposed, all right? They try to fool others by, this person donates and they help this charity and they're a good person, and the whole time these individuals are going to be exposed for who they really are and what they really been doing in the dark. And the whole time you could have been thinking, they're such a good person and they're always donating and they're always helping. And the real truth is going to come out about some of these wealthy people, about who they truly are in the dark. Because the divine, the universe, the angels and ancestors are going to expose the real them and who they truly are. They try to use them giving money like to different charities like they're really helping others. They're only trying to cover their tracks, because of all the money they hide or the bad things that they do to get the money back and forth. Okay, you got me? So people trying to hide what they really do in the dark is going to be exposed. So while they're trying to make you think that they're so goody two shoes and they're donating to charities and they look like, they're so beautiful and da 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 da, and I don't care what nobody says. Well, God's going to show, the divine is going to show you who and what they really are. So be prepared for that. A lot of exposure is going to be coming out about many different people. Okay? They want you to know right now, viewers, the 144,000, those that are watching, many of God's people, you need to many of you may be impatient. I know oftentimes I get like that too, but I try to, hurry up and snap out of it and talk to God and my angels and get out of it. But many of us were very impatient right now. We cannot afford to be impatient because it could cost us a whole lot. Okay, it could be costly. You don't want to mess nothing up by being impatient and not going in divine timing or going before God's plan. Okay, because it can mess up everything. So we need to learn to be patient. Do different meditations on YouTube. Learn how to do things like working with children, working with something that you know that you're always like, you don't have patience with. Like with me, it could be with the dogs because they drive me up the wall. So I have to work. I would use that and try to learn patience with them every day. Being patient, not screaming, not getting my blood pressure up, doing what I have to do in a timely manner. That would be for me. For you, it could be something else. But many of us need to learn to be patient because we're very impatient. Okay? It says, these are the signs of change happening on our planet. They want you to know the many signs and synchronicities and downloads that many of us chosen ones are getting. And everything that's going on around us worldwide are the signs of change happening. Okay? Many of us need to realize that a lot of things always look bad before they get better. All right, things always go wrong before they get better. I mean, it's messed up, but it's the way it is. A lot of things have to happen for the good to come in, because a lot of change has to take place, a lot of cleaning up, a lot of removing of people, places, and things worldwide, a lot of changing of the laws of man, of people, of us as a whole. Okay, so that's why you're seeing a lot of things changing and signs and everything looking really bad and just seeing so much nonsense going on, because there is a big change coming. And that's why many are trying to stop what God's plan is for the whole world, for our whole planet, and actually for the whole universe and all the other planets, because this is a very big thing. This is a change not only for Mother Gaia, for planet Earth, but for every other planet in the universe as a whole. Okay? So everybody's kind of like, a lot of people are changing and growing and ascending, and a lot of us, we're trying to stay stuck in our old ways. Okay? So that's why the devil and his heathens are trying to do whatever they could do to make, hell on earth until they can't no more. You got me? A lot of key players will be exposed. A lot of key players will be exposed on what they have done to chosen ones. Okay? So be ready for that exposure because it's coming out. Key players that were messing with God's chosen beings are going to be exposed. Each and every one, they just said, okay? Some names that I was getting while I was getting my downloads on what I was doing was Paula, Lou, Ariana, Arine, Ariane or Ariana, Sarah, Margaret, last name Barrios, Barrios, the last name Wilson. Wilson for me would be the people that took care of me in Boys Town and the man that sexually abused me and all the women in that home. Okay, so they're letting me know right there. Okay, and Paula is a family member of mine. For you, it could be whoever you think about. Okay, Madeline, Lou, Barbara. And then the last name Anderson, the last name Andrews, the last name Baker, the last name Dunlap, the first name Jeremy. Donna is my grandmother. Madeline is a friend from the neighborhood that I know. Barbara is a cousin of mine. Priscilla, another cousin of mine. Okay. Mickey, which is, I know Mickey, my kid's father, my son. Lisa, somebody that I know that was with a family member of mine, and then my sister-in-law. So for you, it could be for whoever it is for you. Josh, another young cousin of mine. Okay, there's different. So these names are coming out. This could be something could be happening with these people. Something could be going on with these people. Something could be exposed about these people. These people could be someone you're attached to, someone that's involved with something pertaining to you. These could be enemies or karmic. So it could be many things. Whatever your intuition tells you, like it told me certain things about, these names. They're the first people that come to my mind, is what I just shared with you. For you, it could be something else. For you, it could be somebody that, like, you've been feeling like, damn, I knew this person was involved somewhere, somehow with something, whether it's good or bad for you. Okay. So put the names together the way you need to. It says, and then it's saying again, I got the download again. Like I said, Texas will be exposed for many bad things. Be prepared. So Texas is going to be exposed for many bad acts and involvement with many bad sins. That's going to be exposed. It's already starting. Okay? If you're paying attention, then you know what I'm talking about. All right? Texas is also very involved pertaining to God's chosen ones. And I'm going to use myself as an example because I am chosen, and I know because I've been feeling it and I put my own puzzle pieces together. A lot of people from Texas are involved with me and God's plan. It could be good and bad. A lot of my ancestors and my family bloodline comes from Texas. A lot of my karmics and my enemies come from Texas. My twin and his family and people he know could come from Texas. Other people that are working against me and other chosen ones can be from Texas. It's a lot happening in Texas that's going to be revealed. Something about the Bushes, Emma Bush. Something's going to come out about Emma Bush or the Bush family. There's going to be things that are going to be exposed about Emma Bush or the Bush family. But for sure, something pertaining to Emma Bush. Something about Ontario that is attached. And Ontario comes out quite a bit in my readings. And when I saw it today again, I was like, whoa, really? Like, Okay, so for sure, something about Ontario, Canada is something connected to Ontario and has to do with the chosen ones. It could have to do with me, which I already know. It definitely has something to do with me. So there's people, places, and things that could be either good or bad that are pertaining to God's chosen beings. Something about Ontario, Canada. You could have attachments there. Your twin, your soulmate could be from there. Your enemy, your karmics could be from there. Something could be happening in Ontario, Canada that will be exposed. But be on the lookout, because for sure that is a piece of the puzzle, because it comes out quite a bit. And I was very surprised because what the things I was looking at today, I was not expecting to see that where what I was doing today when I was getting my downloads. I never expected to see that Ontario was going to come out. Okay, so that is a big vital piece of information. And then as I was getting my downloads, for whatever reason, my intuition told me to put on the Ghost Whisperer. So like I was saying in my notes there, it's crazy because they go together. Like I'm watching the Ghost Whisperer and it goes together with the download I got from my notes, what I was doing earlier. Like many of us that are chosen are meant to work with the dead. Like, you know, because we are medium, psychic, called, chosen ones, like to help them to pass over, to help them to give a message to a loved one, to let them, to give them comfort, to give them, you know, to bring some comfort to people, places, and things. And then, you know, here I am watching the Ghost Whisperer, you know. And then it's crazy because like I was getting downloads watching that, like it was weird. It was like her husband, or her fiance, whatever, the mother came and really doesn't know her that good, you know, but she ended up staying with them. And then it was like she was like trying to, like, you know, spend time with them and trying to understand. Like she doesn't really know that much about the woman, the Ghost Whisperer. You know, she doesn't know about her gifts. She doesn't know like that she could talk to the dead, and you know that she has gifts to see stuff, and you know all type of things like that. But her husband does, which is her son, the mother's son. You know, so it's like they were trying to learn and understand each other. So I was getting a download like that could be for me and who my twin, or me and my soulmate, whoever I end up with. Like, you know, maybe, or for any of you that are a twin or a soulmate, like your family, you know, I mean their family or your family as well, our own families are trying to understand us and who we are and our gifts, instead of saying, oh, they're crazy, or they need help, or da, 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 they're weird. And no, like learn to understand other people that are not like you. That's what this world's problem is. We always judge people, or we always talk about people and criticize people because people are different and not the same like every other person, you know. And that's what I was getting from watching the download, from watching the Whispers, you know. And then it was weird because it was like the lady was looking, the wife, the Ghost Whisperer was looking at some little girl dresses. So I got a download for whatever reason, like I'm going to have, it's either me or another chosen person that's going to have a little girl. Okay. And then I'm like, wow, it came in my mind, like my intuition, like she's going to have a baby. Because she was playing it off like to the mother, like she was looking at the girl's clothes because there was a spirit there. So she was trying to play it off, but she went to the girl's clothes. But the download came like to me right away, like she's really gonna have a baby. She's really gonna have a daughter. And then the mother, like, and then it was weird because the mother, it came to her like, oh, she got all happy. She's like, oh, she's like, I know what you're hiding from me. Like, you know, she's like, you're gonna have a daughter, and you know, like you're gonna have a baby. And then later they went home, and then she was like telling the son, like, oh, I know what you've been hiding from me, and I know. And then the Ghost Whisperer is like, no, she's like, really, I'm not. She's like, really, I'm not pregnant though. She's like, I was just looking at that or whatever. She was like, really? She's like, so why were you looking at those clothes? Like she was kind of getting mad, you know. And she's like, well, it was because, you know, I kind of have to help people. And like she's trying to explain herself, like who she is, like as a medium psychic, as a chosen being to help, you know, the dead. You know what I mean? That she has gifts to talk to the dead and help people to cross over. Like, not everybody understands that. You understand? Some people, if they don't have wisdom and knowledge on it. So yeah, those were like all the downloads. But I was putting a lot of those messages with my life. Like, I'm gonna end up with somebody because I am exactly, almost exactly what this ghost whisperer is. This movie, Who She is almost exactly who I am to a certain extent, and many of you as chosen ones could be the same. Okay. And that I will find someone, whether it'll be my twin or a soulmate, whatever, however God, has it planned out. But, and I'm kind of older, so if I was to even have a child, that would be a real miracle. But maybe that part could come true. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll happen in, the next life. Maybe, I don't know. All I'm just saying is what I was relaying and what I was feeling from the movie. You never know. God does miracles, just like he did with the Virgin Mary. You know how they say, she ended up pregnant or whatever. So it's just downloads like that. And then, like, I was also getting downloads, like, and I started, like, connecting with the movie, like, big time, because I'm like, because she started noticing, like, she went to go help this little boy. There was two little boys, and one was alive and one was a ghost, or I think they both were like ghosts. And I don't think she realized it till later. Then she realized the one was dead because a train came and the boy was sitting in there, and the boy disappeared, and then he just popped up. So she realized, okay, he's a ghost. He wanted to tell his mom and dad not to be stressing and crying because, so he could pass over. Because when our loved ones pass over, I mean, when they pass away and they feel us and they feel like we're crying and we're not, like, we're not at peace with them passing, they won't cross over until they know that, we know that they're okay, not to worry, not to stress. So that's what a ghost whisperer does. That's what somebody like me does with the gifts that I have, a chosen being, a medium, a psychic. Okay. So those were things that were coming up. And then the other boy, I'm over here, I think he was alive. And that one, he was like the ghost whisperer. The little boy had the same gift she had. He could see the dead. So he was always trying to go tell his mom, about the little boy and da 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 da. And then, but his mom would get mad because some people, like I say, in this world, we have children, that are gifted. Like I'm saying that I am, and many medium psychics and readers are. And then our parents or the world doesn't understand us, and they're, oh, I told you not to be doing that. There's nobody there. Why are you making up lies? Why are you making up fairy tales? Why are you doing this? Or weird things can happen in your homes, and then you're blaming it on the kid, and it's not even the kid. It's actually the spirits of the actual ghosts that are in your house. It's things like that we as humanity have to be more understanding, because what you think is not real is real. These things really happen. It might not be happening to you because you're not chosen. You're not, God didn't pick you. You're not a medium, a reader, a psychic, or somebody. So you don't know what it feels like for us to go through those things, or how these kids in this movie, The Ghost Whisperer, how that kid felt. We have to be better mothers and parents, better family, friends, people of the world, and have more understanding. Okay. Because yeah, there's some people that are lunatics and mentally deranged, but not, but then there's real people that are ghost whisperers. There's real people like this little boy, which they see and speak to the dead, and the dead speaks to them because they're gifted. Some of us, we didn't act, we were just given the gifts. Some of us, we have contracts with God, with the divine, to come here to have those gifts. Others of us, we're giving gifts and we don't know that we have the gifts until we're here. We didn't, it's not what you want. If you're given the gifts, you have the gifts, depending on who you are, where you come from. Well, and the other thing is, a lot of us in humanity, we all have our own different, unique gifts within ourselves. That's why the man of this world tried to teach us and trick us to their ways, so we would not know who we are as our own beings, as our own self, which they're going to be exposed for that, because they were never supposed to do that. They did that to the world, to humanity, to all of us, because they wanted to keep us under control, to have control of us, which they're still trying to do that to this day. Okay? That's why a lot of stuff is going on, and a lot of different things is going on worldwide. Okay? Because they know change is coming. Because they know things are going to change. Things are no longer going to be the way they've been in this life or any life before this life. Okay, because there's been many lives already. The world's been here for a long time already, right? But things have to change. In order for heaven and earth to exist, in order for us to change to break generational curses, in order for us to ascend, in order for us to be better human beings and not be like who our ancestors were, our mothers or our fathers or our grandmothers and our grandfathers, in order for racism to stop, in order for killing to stop, in order for us to realize that we have to be kinder to ourselves and to this planet and to all living things, things have to change. Understanding, wisdom, knowledge has to come to the table, has to come to the forefront. It's a lot of change. It's a lot of growing. That's why many people are scared. Many people that are our enemies and our karmics, usually of the chosen 144,000 starseeds, lightworker, angelic beings, people like myself, beings like myself, it's more of them being scared. Like, how is it that that person is the way they are? How is it that that person doesn't feel like they have to fit in? How is it that that person could be by themselves and feel content? How is it that that person doesn't care what people, places, and things think about them? How is it that that person went through this, and that, but they got through it? How did they do it? It's more of the world wanting to know, but they do things in ugly ways because those are the ways that they know. Those are the ways that they were taught to be ugly, to be bad to people, instead of trying to learn and understand who we are, each individually and separately. Okay? So I know that's a lot of information. I'm going to stop right there because, I need that to sink in. As I'm teaching humanity, I need that part to sink in, all right? So make sure you pay attention to those downloads and everything that I gave you. If if it fits with your life, then for sure that that's a part of, obviously it's meant for you. If it's something you don't relate with it, then, there's other videos there that I'm pretty sure will relate with you, okay? Thank you again, all of you, for always coming to my channel. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you to all the 144,000 starseed light workers, angelic beings that are balancing of the light. All right. Thank you for all the people that pray for me, that believe in me, that know what I am here to do. I still pray for all my enemies, my karmics, for those of you that don't understand, for those of you that serve the devil. I still pray for you. You know what I mean? I pray that you find balance in your lives. I pray that you realize that you cannot only be dark, that you have to have balance between the dark and the light. I pray that many of you realize that even if you have done bad things and made bad choices, that if you still have breath, you still have a chance to redeem yourself. Okay, you need to ask the God of all gods to forgive you for your sins. Does not mean that you will not receive karma, because if you've already done things, you need to receive your punishment like we all do. Okay, but that doesn't mean that has to be the end of the road for you, unless you choose for it to be the end of the road for you. Some of you've been playing around too long, and God has gave you more than enough time, and you kept spitting in his face. You kept turning your back from him. You kept ignoring him. And many of you, that's why you're sick in body. You're going to lose your life. You're losing everything. Things are falling apart. We all have a choice today. If you choose to do the right thing, then obviously you're going to receive good karma. If you choose to do the wrong things and you keep playing with the dark and you keep going against the universe and the light beings above and the God of all gods, the divine, then you're going to receive bad karma. I mean, it's just the way it goes. It's not fair for the rest of humanity that's growing, changing, and ascending, and here we got demonic dark beings serving the devil, and they feel like they're going to stay stuck in their own ways, and they're going to keep hurting people, places, and things on planet Earth, Mother Gaia, hurting themselves, hurting other people, hurting innocent people, doing whatever they want, running wild and just acting crazy. No. No, it's no more of that. It has to stop. That's why there's 144,000 people chosen by God, like myself, to come here and make sure that happens. Okay? So I love all of you. Be blessed in all you do, and always know that you are beautiful the way that you are, and you're good and you're bad. When you can understand that and accept yourself for who you are, and the good and the bad, and you can get through your childhood wounding, and you can get through the phoenix rising, and you could go through the dark night of the soul and get through anything that is put in your way, then you're on the right track. Okay? Keep going at all costs. Do not let anyone or anything stop you from being the best man and woman that you're meant to be. Goodbye.